जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय 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 जय राम ओम
Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai 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 Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Om 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 Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram,
Came, ma?
Sri Ram, Jai Ram,
No, I think they wanted to come, I think. Otherwise, she would have called me. Maybe tomorrow.
Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai
ആശീർവാദ നല്ല ഫ്രേഗ്രൻസ് എങ്ങനെ വരുന്നുണ്ട്? അഗർബത്തിയാണ്. വെരി നൈസ് ഫ്രേഗ്രൻസ്.
Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Only idea. Idea already.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Morning also, Swamiji almost 1 hour he was talking.
That is not with these people. They are Bhagavatar.
Oh, that is different. But this Partha Sarathi, they were sitting along with them.
Along with them, they may be sitting, but the actual is for them to call them as language.
Correct.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai 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 Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri 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 Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
பாவம் சாருவம்மா சாருவம்மா അവിടെ വിട്ട് മെടുന്നിട്ട് சாருவம்மா No, it's not. Everything and we were going to come from
He started explaining. I forgot to look at the time. And I said it's already time. But many of them are not hearing at this time, no? Many of them are not hearing at this time. Many. Oh. When did you learn?
Just today morning, 11 o'clock.
அவளோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ல நிறைய சொல்லிட்டு அப்படியே பகவான் கையில கொண்டு வராங்க. கரெக்டா இன்னைக்கு அவ ஆட்டோக்கு சொல்லிட்டே இல்லை, ஊருக்கு போனமே அவன் சொல்லிட்டே இல்லை. நான் சொன்னேன் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக்கலே டைம் ஆச்சு. கரெக்டா இவ வந்து இறங்குறா, கண் முன்னால பார்த்து அவளோட அந்த ஒரு ஃபெய்த்து அங்கேருந்து தன்ன வந்திருக்காங்க.
ஐயோ
வித்தியாசமான லேடி.
எந்த டெக்ஸ்ட்? என்ன டெக்ஸ்ட் மறந்து போச்சு. கிரேட் வாய்ட்.
ஒவ்வொரு
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಚೇರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಡರ್ ಗುರು ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ.
குரு பூர்ணிமா.
சாதனம் பார்க்கும்போது கனெக்ட் ஆகும்.
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಎവിടെ?
So normally when we say Guru Purnima, we remember our spiritual preceptor. We only remember. So in our case, Papa, Mataji, Swamiji, that's all. But actually it is not so. Awake. Chidan's first book. That.
I thought I missed.
I'll just read out. This will also give some idea. As we approach the great day of Guru Purnima, I offer loving adorations to that one, without a second, about whom the great ones, your ancestors from ancient times, right down to the present, have proclaimed. We have seen that being, capital B, beholding whom the mortal becomes immortal. To know him is the one way of becoming liberated. There is no other way. Worshipful homage unto that indweller who is seated within the hearts of each one of you, to whom your bodies are moving temples. May you ever be in the awareness of God. May you be ever in the awareness that God is within and without, and therefore may all your dealings be worthy of God, who pervades you, surrounds you. May they be worthy of the divinity that is immanent. This is how the prayer starts. Not merely, not merely the form. To the great ones. All life is sacred. Therefore, deal reverentially with all beings. All beings are repositories of the divine because He is the presence within. Recognize this presence, adorable presence. Conduct yourself in a lofty and sublime manner. Be kind to all. Be respectful and just to all. Honor the sanctity, purity, and holiness of each and every living being. Be pure in thought, word, and deed. Harbor good thoughts, noble, sublime thoughts, goodwill, and good wishes towards all your fellow beings. Be polite and courteous in your day to day dealings with others. Do not bear ill will towards anyone. Do not bear a grudge towards anyone. Do not taunt anyone. Do not backbite or carry tales. All these go against the basic concept that God dwells in all people. All people are deserving our reverence, respect, goodwill. Honor the individuality of others. Not without reason that Lord Krishna washed the feet of the guests who came to attend the Rajasuya Yajna of Yudhishthira. Not without reason did Lakshmana never lift up his face and look at Mother Sita. Not without reason did Sri Ramakrishna go and sweep the hut of Harijan. The living presence of God in all beings should be the basis of our attitude and behavior towards others, our approach to the Lord. In one little verse, Sant Tulsidas has given the whole of what I have been saying. Siya Ramaya Sabujagajani Karuna Pranam Jori Jugupani. I bow with my bolded hands, knowing that this whole world is pervaded by my Ishtadevata, Sita and Ramachandra. And Arjuna experienced this when the glorious vision of the cosmic form was bestowed upon him in the 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Beholding the cosmic form, Arjuna could do nothing but go on bowing, filled with awe and reverence. He did not know where to bow. Everywhere he looked, he saw only God. So he bowed in all 10 directions. I bow to thee in the front, in the back, to the right, in the left, the above, below, and all sides. Sarvatra Panipadam. I bow to thee everywhere. This should be the basis of the vision. It should be the approach, the attitude, the behavior of true, sincere, spiritual seeker and aspirant who really wants to attain the cosmic vision in and through one's life, who does not set the vision aside only for the period of his special study and meditation, reflecting, oh yes, God is everywhere. A realized saint of Andhra Pradesh wrote a book called Vyavahara Vedantin. He says that Vedanta is not meant for your study place or your meditation room. It is meant for the field of your daily activity. This should be the vision. This should be the truth upon which you base your life. This should be your inner feeling, attitude. For the sake of the sentiments of others, you may keep it within yourself. You may not demonstrate it, or it may become an ego trip. It is not necessary that others know. But all throughout your waking state, in the midst of Vyavahara, this awareness should be there. I am in God. God is within me. God is within all. I am dealing with God. The whole thing is heightened by His presence. This Bhava Advaita should always be there. This is our great Adesha. Bhavatitam Sada Kuryat. One should always have the attitude of unity. Bhavadvaitam. This, therefore, is the great central truth our Upanishads have given us. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. It should never be lost sight of. It should always shine in our heart as a great truth. This truth, in fact, is the central mystical fact of God's presence now, here. More and more, the world is becoming aware of this great fact. Only they are not able to put it into practice. I am in the light is within me. I am the light. Yomam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam chamai pashyati. He who sees me everywhere sees everything in me. This is a sure way of never being separated. So this, therefore, should be the basis of all Vyavahara as we approach Guru Purnima. I pay loving adorations to Gurudev, who more than anyone brought home this truth to me. Within is Ram, Without is Ram. In front is Ram. Above is Ram. Below is Ram. Behind is Ram. To the right is Ram. To the left is Ram. Everywhere is Ram. Gurudev brought home the supreme Advaitic experience into the common language of everyone so that all people could understand. See God in every face and then do your service as worship offered to the God who is within. This is not merely the basis of Karma Yoga. This is the declaration of the Upanishads, of the loftiest Vedanta. Ishavashyam idam sarvam yet kimja jagatyam jagati. All this whatsoever in the universe that moves or moves not is indwelt by the Lord. How can you ever be away from Him? Wherever you go, He is there. Yet the Atman is distant, tad dure, tad dantige. It is near. Everywhere He is there. May God and Guru shower grace and blessings upon you and make you realize this truth and live in the awareness of this truth each and every day. This is my humble supplication at the feet of God and Guru. No matter whether you may forget it 100 times, 1,000 times, make up your mind to never lose sight of this inner awareness, this practice of the presence of the universal awareness. Make it one of the important abhyasas in your daily life. Hold on to it. One day you will succeed. It will become sahaja for you. Until that, never leave it.
It was very fast. Once more, can you read?
Fast.
Very, very fast. Faster.
See God in all. As we approach the great day of Guru Purnima, I offer loving adorations to that one without a second, about whom the great ones, your ancestors from ancient times, right down to the present, have proclaimed. What have they proclaimed? We have seen that being, beholding whom the mortal becomes immortal. To know Him is the one way of becoming liberated. There is no other way. Worshipful homage unto that indweller who is seated within the hearts of each one of you, to whom your bodies are moving temples. May you ever be in the awareness that God is within and without, and therefore may all your dealings be worthy of the God who pervades you, surrounds you. May they be worthy of the divinity that is immanent in all creations. All life is sacred. Yesterday we were telling, or somebody was asking, how am I to see Him in everywhere? So first of all, I should know how I live, what am I? The simple thing is, I am a layman. I have not studied anything. But I know that my heart beats. That's why I'm staying. That's why I'm alive. If the heart is not pumping, I will not be alive. Same thing is for everybody, First common factor. So when in Bhagavad Gita he said, Jivanam Sarvabhudeshu, I am the life principle in everybody. That is the one starting point for people like us who doesn't know the background of any Vedanta or Upanishads. Simple thing. I exist because of the heart beats. You exist because of the heartbeat. There is a power in me on which I have no control. There's a power in you on which you have no control. In the body becomes active because the blood circulates. You become active because your blood circulates. I have no control over my blood circulation. You have also no control over your blood circulation. When I eat, it gets digested. When you eat, it gets digested. I have no control over the digesting factor. You also have no control. I am breathing, because of which I exist. I have no control. Even if I try to control for 1 minute or 2 minutes, it's a struggle. To you also, you exist because of this. So first we will try to identify what is common in our. Think about it. That is why Lord Krishna brought all these things in the Bhagavad Gita. The common thing. All life is sacred, therefore deal reverentially with all beings. All beings are repositories of the divine. I have no control means there is somebody who is controlling. That power is the same in all. I don't have to learn many things. Simple fact, observing. Observing what is going on in me, then I will be able to observe the same thing in everybody. I have the Panchendriyas, you have the Panchendriyas. I see through my eyes, you see also through your eyes. My eyes are there, but I am thinking something else, I will not be able to see. You are also there. If you think something else, you will not be able to see. So start identifying these common things. Otherwise, we may not be able to catch. It will be just hearing, that's all. So that when we hear this, we do some manana and we try to identify that which is common. He is Sarvavyapi, he is Antaryami. All these things we say, how do I know? I am there as a common thing in everybody, And each one is performing its unique job. In your own body, I am performing what I am performing through my eyes, I am not performing through my ears. Each one is unique. Each one is distinct. Similarly, in you also it is there. So that is why you are unique. I am unique. Like that. So all life is sacred, therefore deal reverentially with all beings. All beings are repositories of the divine because he is the presence within. Recognize this presence. Conduct yourself in a lofty and sublime manner. Be kind to all. Be respectful and just to all. Honor the sanctity, purity, and holiness of each and every living being. Be pure in thought, word, and deed. Harbor good thoughts, noble, sublime thoughts, goodwill, good wishes towards all fellow beings. Be polite and courteous in your day-to-day dealing with others. Do not bear ill will towards anyone. Do not bear a grudge towards anyone. Do not taunt anyone. Do not backbite or carry tables. All these go against the very basic concept that God dwells in all people. All people are deserving our reverence, our respect, our goodwill. Honor the individuality of others. Not without reason, the Lord Krishna washed the feet of the guests who came to attend the Rajasuya Yajna of Yudhishthira. To show, Not without reason did Lakshmana never lift up his face and look at Mother Sita. Not without reason did Sri Ramakrishna go and sweep the hut of Harijan. The living presence of God in all beings should be the basis of our attitude and behavior towards others, our approach to the world. I need air to breathe, you need air to breathe. I need water to maintain, You need water to maintain. I need space to move about. You need space. I need earth to exist. You also need earth. I need sun. You also need sun. See, suppose you start listing. We are ignoring all these things. We are only looking at the behavior of somebody. That is why elaborately Siddhanji Maharaj says, all people are deserving our reverence, our respect, our goodwill. Honor the individuality of others. The living presence of God in all beings should be the basis of our attitude and behavior towards others. That is the common thing. So this should be the basis of the vision. It should be the approach, the attitude, the behavior of a true, sincere spiritual seeker and aspirant who really wants to attain the cosmic vision in and through one's life, who does not set the vision aside only for the period of his special study and meditation and reflecting, oh yes, God is everywhere. That means I say God is everywhere only in my puja room, only in an ashram, somebody's presence, only in a temple. Otherwise I am not. So I must keep on. What is the common thing? Papa put it in a simple word. Vision of divinity in everywhere. This is what is meant. Ashram's ideally is universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity in everywhere. That is what he is highlighting. This common thing, So Guru Purnima should not be now compartmentalized, The more we plunge deep into it. A realized saint of Andhra Pradesh wrote a book called Vyavahara Vedanta. He says that Vedanta is not meant for your study place or your meditation room. It is meant for the field of your daily activities. That's what we do, The attitude we have when we enter the puja room, the attitude we have when we go to a plan for an ashram visit, the attitude we have when we go to a temple, and rest of the time, totally different. The rest of the time, the me and mine is occupying our mind, behind everything. So he says, it is not meant for your study place or your meditation room. It is meant for the field of your daily activity, at home, in the office, with friends. This should be the vision. This should be the truth upon which you base your life. This should be your inner feeling, your attitude. For the sake of sentiments of others, you may keep it within yourself. You may not demonstrate it, or it may also become an ego trip. I have to do like this, I have to love him. Ego much. It is not necessary that others know. This cosmic vision, nobody know. It should be kept in your mind, that's all. It is not necessary that others know, but all throughout your waking state, in the midst of Vyavahara, this awareness should be there. I am in God. God is within me. God is within all. I am dealing with God. The whole thing is heightened by His presence. This therefore be the central truth. This therefore is the central truth our Upanishads have given us. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Papa often quotes this word. All this is Brahman. it should never be lost sight of. That is why we are chanting Ram now. To keep up this tempo, we are chanting Ram now. It should always shine in our hearts as a great light. This truth, this fact, this central mystical fact of God's presence, now here. More and more, the world is becoming aware of this fact, only they are not able to put it into practice. I am the light. The light is within me, L capital. I am the light. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati. Bhagavad Gita. He who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me is a sure way of never being separated from awareness of God, of always being in God. He has revealed to us, He has revealed it to us by this wonderful verse. In the reference to relevance, when Papa was asked to get down from the, yesterday we were telling, so the ticket inspector, so Papa was telling, he is here, he is there. There, if you find in the reverence, this particular sloga comes.
I think vision it came
Yesterday. Yesterday.
Correct. Yes.
Swamiji mentioned it 1 minute back yesterday.
You have typed, is it, can you take it?
I didn't know vision is next to you, Swamiji.
You have typed up.
No, I didn't know vision is next to you.
Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachamena pranashyati. He who sees me in everything and everything in me never becomes separated from me, nor do I get separated from him. You take Srimandaji's sixth chapter, second book.
Down. The blue one, white are there, no? The blue, no, next. It is the next one. This one next one.
Earlier we were told that on reaching his goal, the meditator attains infinite bliss of the Brahman contact. We explained therein that the term contact indicates by a kindly suggestion only the non-dual reality which is the theme. Okay, therefore. He who sees me in all things and sees all things in me, in this stanza as everywhere else, the first person singular I and me is to be understood as the self. On rereading the stanza in the light of this annotation, the stanza and the previous two are expressed more fully the pregnant meaning of one of the most famous Upanishadic declarations found in the Ishavasya. He never becomes separated from me. On transcending the intellect, the experience of the ego is not that it sees or perceives or cognizes the eternal, but the ego rediscovers itself to be, in its essence, nothing but the self. This particular word came to our mind. The ego is there, but it rediscovers itself. Previously, it thought, it is the absolute. Now it rediscovers itself that it is because of him I exist. Ego rediscovers itself to be in its essence nothing but the self. The dreamer on awakening himself becomes the waker. The dreamer can never see or recognize the waker separate from himself. The dualists are rather shy to accept that infinite divinity is their real nature, for they are as ego centers conscious of their own body vanity. In no career term can we more exhaustively describe the unadulterated truth of the essential divinity in man. Lord Krishna here is in no way trying to conceal his meaning that a meditator, when he has fulfilled the process of detachment from the not self, himself becomes the eternal and the infinite. It may be a staggering truth, but all the same, it is the truth. Those who are hesitating and wavering may well do so and continue disbelieving their own divine potentialities. But the intimate experience of the long hierarchy of gurus in India and the mystic saints all over the world have endorsed this disbelievably plain truth that in essence, the self in an individual is the self everywhere. At present, there is a diverse of ourselves from ourselves. Ourselves from ourselves. The ego is the rebel who has exiled himself from his native kingdom, the self. On rediscovery of the self, the ego becomes the self in such a happy blending of a homogeneous whole that thereafter there is no distinction between the ego and the self. On awakening, the dreamer becomes the waker. Not only does the dreamer become the waker, but the waker can never remain separate from the dreamer. In ordinary divorces, either of the party can divorce the other, yet the divorced can still maintain an emotional relationship with the one who has separated and gone away. Here the Lord says that not only the seeker comes to feel the selfhood, but I, the self, become homogeneously one with him. In fact, once we understand that a misguided God is man, it becomes simply amply clear that rightly guided man rediscovers himself to be nothing other than the Supreme. So it is not that I attain, no. I'm simply rediscovered. An actor playing the part of a beggar can never be really a beggar. And the moment he drops down the part he plays, he becomes what he was in the past. In reality, even while he was playing the role, he was not a beggar. This daring declaration of the Vedanta in itself is not at all difficult to understand, but the deluded feel terribly aghast at this revelation, and in their own imperfection, they refuse to believe this truth. They have not the guts to take the responsibility of living the godly life. Krishna's courageous statement in this stanza leaves no pinhole for any doubt to enter on this sacred conclusion of all the scriptures of the world, especially of the immortal Upanishads. Next para is also an elaborate one. Sarvabhudasthitam yomam bhajati egatvam astitah sarvata vartamanopi sa yogi mai vartate. He who being established in unity worships me, who dwells in all things, that yogi abides in me, whatever be his mode of living. So this is a wonderful sloka. Yomam pashyati sarvatra. But when this explanation comes only, then only we can understand. Rediscovering is a beautiful word. So that means the ego does not go, but the ego changes its color. It transforms itself. Pakka ego. Because so long as this body is there, ego will be there, which is not a bad thing. When the ego assumes that it is absolute, problem comes. When the ego realizes that it is subservient to that, no problem. So here, what do you mean? So I am the light. Yomam pashyati sarvatra. He who sees me everywhere sees everything in me. It's a sure way of never being separated from the awareness of God, of always being in God. With this understanding, we will be able to understand Papa's behavior. Na? Previously, we did not. We have some idea. He retains the sense of individuality, but at the same time, he is aware of the presence of the God. That is why when the inspector asked him, why should you go here and there? See him everywhere, no? So this, therefore, should be the basis of all Vyavahara as we approach Guru Purnima. So that means it is not limited to anything, you know. But we revere the spiritual preceptor because only after getting in touch with him we came to know this truth. But this truth should be there. We have left the truth, we only revere him. Papa, as we enter, you know, he says universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity. That aspect we have not. We will say he has said this, that's all. And we look at him. We offer our respects to him. But what he wants is to make our life a translation of this theme. In our own life. See God in every. But there's a song, you know. No. अंदर है राम बाहर में राम
that is our
Guru Kripa.
Guru Kripa Anjal. The words are not coming to my head. Guru Kripa Anjal. That's not Kabira.
Guru Kripa
That's not Kabira.
This is our ashram bhajan.
Oh. Guru Kripa Anjal.
No, you take Guru Kripa.
He sung it very beautifully.
Guru Kripa, in the beginning there were some bhajans.
Within is Ram, without is Ram, in front is Ram, above is Ram, below is Ram, behind is Ram, to the right is Ram, to the left is Ram, everywhere is Ram. Gurudev brought home the supreme Advaitic experience.
Yeah, that's also right hand. Papa say.
No, not this one, the direct one. Guru Kripa. I clear cut, he says.
कहाँ राम ही राम
अंदर
अंदर राम बाहर राम जहाँ देखो तहाँ राम
Jahan dekhe everywhere. So see God in every face and then do your service as worship offered to the God who is within our beings. This is not merely the bliss of Karma Yoga. This is the declaration of the Upanishads, of the loftiest Vedanta. Ishavashyam idam sarvam yat kimja jagatyam jagati. All this whatsoever in this universe that moves or moves not is indwelt by the Lord. How can you ever be away from Him? Wherever you go, He is there. Tad dure, tad vantike. If the Atman is distant, it is near. Everywhere it is here. May God and Guru shower grace and blessings upon you and make you realize this truth and live in the awareness of this truth each and every day of your life. This is my humble supplication. No matter whether you may forget it 100 times, 1,000 times, make up your mind to never lose sight of this inner awareness, this practice of the presence of the universal awareness. Make it one of the important abhyasas in your daily life. Hold on to it. One day you will succeed. It will become sahaja for you. Until that, never leave. If you revere some being, you should also wish to carry out his instructions and orders and walk the way that he wants you to walk, the way that he has shown by his teachings as well as by his living. To live fully in accordance with and not contrary to his will should be the genuine manner of showing reverence in a practical way. The devotee who has devotion and reverence for God does this. He tries his level best to live his life in accordance with the will of God. He does not go contrary to the will of God. Reverence and devotion and contrariness to his will cannot coexist. They cannot both exist at the same time. If there is reverence, there is obedience. So this is the message.
Swamiji, there's Guru Kripa Anjali. Meaning and the book. Here I'm looking.
Give that.
I think that only.
Konda.
This is two Matra Yajman.
Rana, they give the book to Swamiji will know. He opens just that pen.
Here the meaning and lyrics are here, Swamiji. Over here.
Guru Kripa Anjani. Payo mere bhai. Oh brother, have in your eyes the collyrium of Guru's grace. Collyrium of Guru's grace. Then you will know none but Rama. Inside Rama, outside Rama, wherever you turn, there you see Rama. In waking you see Rama, in sleep you see Rama, also in dream you behold Raja Rama. Kabir says, listen, O brother Sadhu, obtain this sublime vision, then you will behold Rama wherever your eyes turn. Andar Rama, Bahir Rama. जहाँ देखे वहाँ रामा ही रामा. जागृत रामा, सोवत रामा. स्वप्न में देखता राजा रामा. कहता कबीर अनुभवनी का. जहाँ देखे वहाँ राम हरि. गुरु कृपा अंजनी पायो मेरे भाई. Everything we do, everything we remember, the lines. What is needed is now.
Yes.
So when we are, now you see the way in which Papa is arranging. Guru Kripa is approaching. Sorry, Guru Purnima is approaching. Guru Purnima is approaching, we have the usual way. Offering flowers to Papa Mataji Swamiji. Bas. Say something about them. No. He doesn't want us to do that. So he is bringing out so many dimensions of this Guru Purnima. So when this message, suddenly it comes, so he is guiding us. You are so far limiting to this. It is not. From childhood onwards, as our awareness gradually expands toward the world around us, we become absorbed in people, objects, events, often overlooking the unseen factors that quietly guide our growth. Every person, every situation, every success and failure, every observation, and every moment of reflection becomes a silent teacher, enriching our understanding of life. We remember our Ramuni, Maiko. One day when we were working, he is in the first floor, we are in the ground floor. One small piece of he has written. One poem, or two lines of a poem. Anya Jeevan Utagi Sujeevidam Dhanyamakum Amale Vivekigal. Even today we can remember. Anya Jeevan Utagi Sujeevidam Dhanyamakum Amale Vivekigal. You enrich your life. We meet a spiritual preceptor. We limit our respect to that individual. We remember him. But we did not remember him as a part of God, no? Ah. Only after meeting the spiritual preceptor, Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra. So then I remember, oh, God has come in this form to teach me this. So the spiritual preceptor occupies the foremost place, for it is through him that our vision is awakened to perceive the divine working everywhere. Otherwise, individual to individual, object to object, situation to situation, that's all. I will not bring him into the picture. To bring him into the picture, you need a spiritual preceptor. So that is why on that day we first remember the spiritual preceptor. As this vision deepens, the entire creation becomes the Guru, revealing the one divine guiding force behind every experience. Life itself then becomes the Guru's classroom. Every moment an opportunity for inner refinement. Guru Purnima thus ceases to be merely a day of paying homage to one revered master and becomes a celebration of the one divine Guru, expressing through innumerable forms. So ceases to be merely a day of paying homage to one revered master, but it becomes a celebration of the one divine Guru, expressing through innumerable forms. Such an expanded vision gradually dissolves the sense of separateness, widens the circle of our love until it embraces all. A new vision, no, for Guru Purnima. So that is why, this morning when we were planning for the Guru Purnima day, here we will try to unfold, Otherwise, we will be limiting. That's all. Before the flower offering starts, Muktananda will say a few words about Guru. 12 o'clock, he will go there. He will say something. Bas. So we have to now develop. This is what, the message. We salute that reality which is hidden behind this outer appearance and supports it, even as the screen in a cinema theater supports the fleeting shadows projected upon it. These shadows may seem to be very real, and they grip the audience who pay money to be deluded. But this fleeting shadow play has a beginning and an end, and is ever changing, while the screen forever remains the same. It was in the beginning, it is at the end, and it continues to be the same, even when it is not seen by the audience who is lost in the projected shadows. To that great, immanent, all-pervading, all-present reality, worshipful homage. Loving adoration to the spiritual presence of Gurudev Swami Shivanji Maharaj, who makes us aware of our non-perception, who opens our inner eyes, makes us perceive the reality. For that indeed is the great grace of the Guru, to awaken us from the slumber of ignorance, make us perceive the hidden reality in the midst of changing appearances. The Guru is the one who intensely desires the highest welfare. What comes in the way of one's achieving sixth card. What comes in the way, that page we have reached. What comes in the way of one's achieving is the ego sense. Therefore, ours is to surrender our little I to the cosmic I, relative life to the absolute. In other words, we have to stand on the ashes of our cremated ego. Surrender is not a verbal assertion. It is not a mental acceptance, a state of consciousness. Ashes. Nice to remember, but so Guru Purnima therefore has the significance. It is an occasion for a renewal. The ancient belief about the bird is of deep significance to each and every spiritual aspirant. From out of the ashes of your old self, the unspiritual self, the self that is wedded to ignorance, to attachment to sense objects and their indulgence, which is also desire-ridden and thinking of itself as an embodied physical personality with physical features and impulses, emerge as a shiny new being. Having annihilated the previous personality, destroying it totally, ceasing to be, recreate yourself, begin your work here. Gurudev used to say, kill this little I, die to live, lead the divine life. That indeed is the great Guru Dakshina. More precious than the 9 gems, more precious than silver and gold. The Guru would rejoice in such a Guru Dakshina. Therefore, deeply reflect upon this, ponder this vital, very significant, important idea. Start with yourself, become a new being, even as the phoenix. Shine with this renewal, and may that be your Guru Dakshina. God will be pleased, Guru will be delighted, and the whole brotherhood will be benefited, and you above all will be most benefited by your offering. May God and Guru inspire you to contemplate this in all seriousness and sincerity, in all earnestness. Ponder this, do it. So this is Guru Purnima. So let this year's Guru Purnima, not that what we were doing was not right, it was right, but that reverence has taken us to widen our sphere now. So on that day, our sadhana, our nama chanting should be such to broaden with a, please, you have given me so much. But still, it remains as a knowledge. It doesn't percolate. It doesn't make me to widen, to see you everywhere. And with all said and done, your Guru is outside me. God is outside me. Sadhana is to acquire something from outside. These are all the plain facts. Whereas I should realize God is within me, Guru is within me. I don't have to acquire anything new. All that I have to do is to remove the veil, the curtain. So this is the take-home message. Tomorrow also we will try to dial it upon this, because this will all help us when you reach of the 29th. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om.
Ram, Jai Ram.